Thank you for attending the virtual roadshow, and I'm talking to Peterson Molokanelo from the Free State Development Corporation. Peterson, can you please start by giving us a brief overview of the FDC?
Well, my name is Peterson Molokanelo. I am the head of marketing, trade and investment within the Free State Development Corporation. This is the economic development agency for the Free State province. The Free State is mandated by the provincial government to provide economic development support for the SMME within the Free State through funding and non-financial support to SMMEs, attract investment within the province and promote the province as an investment destination, as well as providing support to SMMEs through our portfolio of factories.
SMME owners always seem to be focused on finance. What role does the FDC play when it comes to finance for SMMEs?
We provide both financial and non-financial support. But in terms of financial, we provide loans to small businesses up to 5 million. That's our cap. But in other instances where the request or the proposal is beyond the threshold, we co-fund the projects with other stakeholders. We have a very strong relationship with other agencies who provide financial support. So we try to leverage on their resources as well. We have assisted SMMEs with grants before, but this is mainly through partnership. When we administer a grant on behalf of maybe a national department or maybe a national agency. But as FDC, we focus on SME loans, but through partnerships, we do provide grants when we administer grants on behalf of national government or national agencies. We have had few grants that we have provided to SMMEs, more especially now with COVID, which we were administering on behalf of the Department of Small Business Development. Previously, we have had Innovation Fund, where we provided grants on behalf of Technology Innovation Agency. So through partnerships, we do provide grants on ad hoc basis. But at the core of our mandate is to provide business loans. Some of the challenges for some of the business could be challenges in accessing funding. And this is not because of lack of funding, but sometimes it's because of providing documents which are not well prepared for funders. So this is one of the challenges that we have found. Therefore, this calls for a greater pre-financial support for our SMME to prepare them to be at a level where the financial institutions will be able to finance them. We have tried in our operation to be much more lenient and not as stringent as commercial banks and so forth, so that we can attract as many SMME within the economic mainstream. The other challenge that we find is because of challenges within different municipalities. Some of the services, water supply, unstable electricity supply, have a huge impact on sustainability of some of these businesses. So those are some of the challenges that we find, but through integrated approach with various stakeholders, we try to find solutions as much as possible to ensure a very conducive environment for our businesses. Connectivity remains a big challenge. And now with the challenges that we find ourselves with, the pandemic, where a need for a highly e-commerce and digital channel of doing business, then a lot of business suffer because people are not able to move and go to businesses. But if they were online, it would have been easy to still continue trading. So these are some of the challenges. We are trying to mitigate some of these by providing trainings for SMMEs in the digital way of conducting business, promoting e-commerce as a form of trading, so that we can mitigate the challenges that we find ourselves in.
Can you share with us 2 examples of success stories in terms of funding for SMMEs that the FDC has worked with?
Well, we have a number of businesses that, as the FDC, we have assisted, taken to different exhibitions locally, within different provinces, and even internationally. And with the introduction of free Africa trade, intertrade, we have decided that we should promote our products, our locally produced product, to the African market as much as possible. So there are a number of businesses in wine, producing cherries and other products which found in the province, and within the arts as well, the crafters that we are promoting through the Trade and Investment Unit to go and promote their businesses in local and international market. We pride ourselves with having been part of some of these successes. Supreme Chicken continue to be one of the biggest successes that we have, employing over 1,000 people in Botshabelo, producing chicken for quick restaurant chains, Nando's, your KFCs. This is a great success for us. They reside in our industrial park. They are our tenant. We also have Manhood, producing clothing material for clothing retailers. They're employing about 230 people. They occupy about 6 of our factories. They are in our industrial park. We have financed a testing station in Fixback in the Thabo Mfutsanyane district. They are a testing station. We funded them to over R1 million. They are doing very well. In Machabeng, there's a mechanical businesses that we have financed, which are doing very well. So there's a diverse businesses that we have financed throughout the province, and throughout different districts that we operate within.
Promoting black economic empowerment is so important for the economy going forward. How does the FDC play a role in empowerment?
As I indicated, we try to be very lenient and make our processes favorable for historically disadvantaged communities to enter the mainstream of the economy. Some of the stringent requirements that normally would be required by other financial institutions, we try to minimize those. Because our understanding is that for us to ensure that there's greater participation of black economic empowered companies, we're going to have to meet them halfway. They might not have the privilege of having been in business, having opportunities. So we try by all means to make sure that we guide them through our processes, we favor them, and to ensure that we give them incentives to invest by occupying our factories. So a lot of black economic empowerment, black economic empowered companies have a lot of concessions that we provide, rental holidays and discounts in rates, but as long as they create jobs. So we really try by all means to promote and support black economic empowerment.
Government tenders is big on the radar for many SMMEs. How does the FDC help SMMEs with tendering process?
Well, where possible, we do alert businesses where there are opportunities. And in terms of assisting them, We have bridging finance that we provide for businesses that have secured work with government and with private sector. We do provide bridging loans for them to execute the contracts. So we really support them. Through our business development support, those are some of the services that we assist our clients, as in when we are requested. When a client comes and says, I don't understand how to fill this particular document, where we are able to assist, we assign a resource to assist them. And that goes even for not only for tendering, but even for applications in other organizations. We still assist to ensure that our businesses are supported.
How does the FDC property portfolio help SMMEs to grow their business?
We utilize our property portfolio as an attraction to invest within the province. We provide incentives for people to set up businesses in our industrial parks. We ensure that we provide some incentives, rental holidays, as I indicated, concessions here where applicable, to ensure that businesses set up their enterprises within the province. We have two major industrial parks, one in Botshabelo, one in Untitled Chapter. They occupying a diverse mix of businesses, but mainly manufacturing. Our industrial park is divided into standalone big industrial over 5,000 square meter, and the smaller factories, 300 smaller factory space. We have also the vacant land within the industrial park that business can come and set up their factories, of course at the back of a long-term lease. So it's a key and very important part of what we are doing, and we have over about 6,000 people employed in one of the industrial park, and the other one about 9,000, 10,000. About now, due to COVID, unfortunately, the occupancy rate have dropped to about 65 or so, but it's still relatively good for given the challenges that we have. So it's very important portfolio for us because it assists us to provide a place for people to trade. We really use the industrial parks as a key a driver for us to attract businesses.
What kind of non-financial support does the FDC offer SMMEs?
Well, in rural areas, that's where you find most of the agricultural opportunities. And one of the things that we are exploring and we are promoting is to ensure that we don't leave most of this product at primary agriculture, but we promote agro-processing, because most of this produce are taken as they are and shipped to other provinces and even abroad, and they come back to the province as a final product. So we try by all means to promote agro-processing, packaging of some of these products so that they can be exported as ready to use products. So And as I said, a number of our agricultural businesses are found in most of these rural areas. And then in urban areas, you find most services type of businesses and the likes. Tourism is actually an untapped market for us. And these opportunities within tourism are multi-dimensional. If you go to the Thabo Mfutsanyani, you find high cultural tourism packages. You go to Harib, there's water through the dam, the number of opportunities that can be exploited there within the tourism space. Same as the Fezile Dabi Parades up to Dennisville. So there are a number of opportunities that are available for tourism purposes. The Lujoloputsa area in Valcom used to be huge in mining. So there are still a number of places which used to be occupied by the mining companies, which could be repurposed into tourism sites to give context and history on how the town used to operate and where it is now. So there are different types of opportunities within the tourism sector that can be exploited within the province.
One of the goals of the FDC is increasing economic participation in formal economy. Not an easy goal by any means. So how does the FDC create movement in this sector?
Well, Free State has a big advantage in the sense that it's located at the center of the province. We have access to most of the provinces. There's a good road infrastructure connecting us to Eastern Cape through N6, Western Cape, Gauteng through N1, Mpumalanga, KZN through N3. We have easy access to Northern Cape. We have easy access to Northwest. So we are found at the center of the country, which makes us a very good location for logistic purposes. We have a huge and rich, we are rich in minerals, as I said, mining opportunities, agriculture. We used to be the basket for the country in terms of agriculture. There are opportunities in Harib, in Fezile Dabi for tourism businesses. So Free State is open for business. We have good the airport here in Bloemfontein, Bram Fisher, making it easier for people to fly in and out of the province, and with the support that we provide to potential investors. So we are open for business as Free State. We call on all the potential investors. We have industrial parks where they can operate in Thabo Mfutsanyani, in Botshabelo, with very low rates, and also low rates as well as good favorable concessions that we provide to ensure that there's easy and swift business establishment process for people who want to do business within the province.
Thank you. And what is the role of the FTC in growing and developing SMMEs in the Free State province?
Lots and lots of our small businesses are informal, are in informal sectors, in different communities across the province. In sort of the much more urban areas like Bloemfontein, your Sasolburg, your Welkom, that's where you'll find most of the formalized businesses. But mostly it's informal businesses. But because of the presence of the industrial parks in Botshabelo, here in Mangaung, as well as in Thabo Mfutsanyane, in Untitled Chapter, we then have a huge and diverse number of businesses, formal businesses operating in those industrial parks. These businesses operate across different sectors, but there's a lot of manufacturing businesses in our industrial parks. The Free State, as a province, because of its competitive advantage in agriculture, in mining, you also have a huge presence of such businesses within the province. Lejoli Putswa district, Velcom area up until Sasolburg, there's a highly mining activities in those areas. When you come to the Fezile Derby in Parys, there's high tourism opportunities in that area. Also highly high opportunities for tourism within the Kharib district because of the Kharib Dam. And then you go to Thabo Mfutsanyane, around the mountains, beautiful mountains, and highly cultural environment, opportunities there again for tourism. But when you go down to the communities in Thabo Mfutsanyane, we then have our industrial park in Qwaqwa. And when you move up to Harrismith, our only special economic zone within the province, Maludia Phofung Economic Special Economic Zone, is situated there. So that's where you get manufacturers and industrialists within those areas. So in terms of the profile of businesses and sectors, that's how they are spread across the province. There are pockets of opportunities for mining, despite declining levels, but there are still pockets of opportunities. In recent times, there's been a huge discovery of gas within the Lejoli Putswa area, with a high concentration of helium. So this shows the potential that the province has. So the sectors, luckily for the province, we not relying on one particular sector, but our businesses are found across different sectors.
Sounds like a lot of great opportunities in the Free State. Thanks for sharing this with us, Peterson.
Thank you for a great interview. We're very grateful to be part of this roadshow. Be sure to contact the FDC for investment within the province. Our team will be eagerly waiting to respond to any inquiries. You can contact us at info@fdc.co.za. Our landline 051 4800. Monday to Friday we open, and from 8 o'clock up until 4:30, we'll be able to assist you. Thank you very much.
Thanks for sharing this with us, Peterson. That was Peterson Molokanelo from the Free State Development Corporation.